Okay, suppose in the middle of June 1st, you got in this futures contract when the future price is $400. When June 1st market is closed, the closing price happens to be $397. Then with this price, you're losing money. How much? Minus 600. Why? Because you made a contract at $400, but on this same date, the market closed at $397. So you lost $3 per ounce. But you make a contract, you took a long position in 2 December gold future. One contract indicate 100 ounce. Since you bought 2 gold future, you're going to have to multiply 200 ounce, and each ounce the future price fall as much as $3. So $3 times 200 ounce. Again, why 200 ounce? Because you bought 2 gold future. One future contract indicate 100 ounce. Since you bought 2 gold future, you're going to have to multiply 200 ounce. It's going to be $600. You lost on the date that you bought this futures contract. You lost $600. And now initial margin was $4,000, but on June 1st, on the same date, you lost $600. So your balance becomes $3,400. Okay. On next date, the future price fall down to 396.1. This is per ounce. This is future price per ounce. This is closing price, by the way. How to do a marking to market? You compare today's closing price with previous closing price. By comparison, you note that the future price fall as much as 0.90, right? Per ounce. 0.9 times 200 ounce is going to be $108. So you're losing 180. So this is cumulative loss. Previous day lost 600, and today you lose additional 180. So cumulative loss is going to be 780. And originally your margin in your on your account, you had initial margin 4,000, and June 1st you lost 600. So your balance becomes 3,400. Since additional loss was 180, your balance become how much is it? 3,220, right? And then on June 3rd, the future price goes up, right? Goes up to 398.20. So how do you marking to market at this point? You compare this price with previous price, and then you note that the future price goes up to $2.1 per ounce. Since you have 200 ounce, $2.1 times 200 is going to be 420. Now this additional 420 is going to flow into your account. Okay, this is cumulative loss, and your balance is going to be if you add 420 to your previous balance, your current balance is going to be 3,640. Okay, and then on the next date, which is June 4th, future price is falling again. So how do you marking to market at this point? You compare this future price 397.1 with previous future price, which is 398.20. Okay, so you lost 1.1 per ounce. 1.1 times 200 is going to be 220. So this much money is going to be flowing out of your margin account. This is again cumulative loss, and your resulting balance is going to be 3,420. And presumably June 6, 7 is going to be Saturday and Sunday, so you jump into June 8, and your closing price was 395.4. So you at this point you do marking to market by comparing this price with previous day price, which is 396.7. Since future price has fallen by 1.3, right? 1.3 times 200 is going to be 260, right? So you're losing this much again, and this is cumulative loss, and your margin account balance is going to be 3,080. Now at this point you're going to get scared because your maintenance margin was 3,000. Your current balance is slightly over maintenance margin. On June 9th, again, what's happening? The future price is falling. It's falling by how much? On June 9th, 393.3. So it's falling by, you compare this future price with previous future price, so you're losing 2.1 per ounce. Since you have 200, you decide you agree to buy 200 ounce, you're losing $420. Okay, this is cumulative loss, and on this June 9th, your balance become lower than maintenance margin. Okay, at this point you're getting what's known as margin call, because you're breaking maintenance margin. Now you're gonna have to make your balance to the level of initial margin. Initial margin was $4,000. To make $4,000, you have to put in 1,340. Now this is variation margin. If you put in this 1,340, it becomes $4,000, which is the level of initial margin. Okay, so on June 10th, the market, the closing future price goes up by 0.30, right, per ounce, times 200 ounce is going to be 60. So your balance, this is again cumulative loss, your balance is going to be 4,060. Do you understand? Okay, I'm gonna stop explaining this example.